Today, we're going to talk about something really important, but also kind of tricky. It's that moment in mental health recovery when you finally start having good days again after a whole lot of bad ones. It feels amazing, right? But it also brings this hidden challenge that so many of us run into. This quote right here, it just gets right to the heart of it, doesn't it? It's that little voice of caution you hear, that sense that even though you're feeling better, your battery just isn't what it used to be. It really highlights that delicate dance between wanting to dive back into life and needing to respect that your mind and body are still healing. I just want you to pause for a second here. Does this ring a bell? Have you ever had one of those good days pop up and you immediately feel this huge pressure to do everything you've fallen behind on, only to totally overdo it? If you're nodding right now, trust me, you are in very, very good company. And that experience leads us right into something we can call the good day trap. It all starts the second that fog begins to clear. You know the feeling. You wake up and there's a little more energy, a spark of motivation, a feeling of hope you haven't felt in what seems like forever. So what's our first instinct with that precious bit of energy? We look at that mountain of things that's been piling up, the emails, the laundry, the calls we need to return, and we think, okay, let's go. And it feels so productive, doesn't it? It feels like we're finally taking back the controls. But here's the thing, and this is really the core of what we're talking about today. While that instinct to catch up is totally normal, it can come with some serious hidden costs that can actually make your recovery journey feel a lot more like a roller coaster. Let's break down what's really going on. You know, the fallout from overloading ourselves isn't always obvious right away. You might feel totally on top of the world while you're checking things off that to-do list, but that burst of productivity can have a real boomerang effect. It pretty much creates a domino effect. First, you overload yourself, and that leads to this deep, deep exhaustion, not just physical, but emotional too. Then, that exhaustion can easily trigger a spike in anxiety or a really low mood the next day, which we then mistake for a full-blown setback. And of course, when you can't finish the impossibly long list you made, what happens? Guilt. It just feeds that old nasty cycle of self-criticism. So why on earth does this happen? The answer is actually pretty simple, but it's so important to remember. Your brain is still healing. This has nothing to do with willpower. It's all about biology. This little table here really spells it out. Think of your energy tank like the battery on your phone. Before, it held a solid, stable charge all day. But during recovery, that battery is still rebuilding. It's like it only charges to 40% and it drains way, way faster. Pushing it too hard doesn't make it charge faster, it just means you're going to hit zero a lot sooner than you expect. Okay, so what do we do about this? The key is to completely shift your mindset. Instead of thinking you need to catch up on all this lost time, we need to focus on something way more powerful, protecting our recovery like it's a precious and vital resource. Because it is. And listen, this is a super important point. This is not about doing nothing. It's not about hiding from the world or avoiding your life. Gentle activity is good, and connecting with people is good. So the key here isn't avoidance. It means you need to be strategic. It means you need to be smart about how you use your energy. It's about treating your own well-being with the incredible care and attention it deserves, especially during this really critical phase of healing. It's an active choice, not a passive one. So what does protecting your recovery actually look like in real life? It all comes down to this one powerful idea: treating your daily capacity, your energy, your focus, not as a guarantee, but as a resource that you are actively, carefully rebuilding. This one sentence can be a total game changer. It reframes your entire day. On a good day, the question changes from how much can I possibly get done today to what's one meaningful thing I can do that honors my healing and still leaves me with some energy for tomorrow. And that really brings us to the final thought I want to leave you with. This isn't just a theory, it's a practical, everyday question you can start asking yourself. So, how can you protect your energy today? Maybe that means choosing one task instead of 5. Maybe it means scheduling a real break in your afternoon. Or maybe it's just about giving yourself permission to not be productive at all. What is one small, steady step you can take today to protect your own healing journey?